touched by mankind. One of the things I was most excited about was being able to explore Hollow Earth in a way that we didn't get a chance to in the last film.
We really go deeper into that world and find some really incredible visuals that on a big screen look incredible.
We want to make a film that really taps into a sense of wonder.
Hollow Earth is on. It's all bets are off.
Oh my God.
We have mapped less than 5% of Hollow Earth, but our ecosystems are linked in ways we never could have imagined. We are not two separate worlds, we're one.
I think the thing that draws me to even to wanting to do these big Godzilla Kong movies is the fact that whatever you dream up, you can create in the same way that you would if you're making an animated movie.
And I think Adam just really wanted to push in on a look for Hollow Earth that people could say, I want to go there. Even though it's dangerous, I would love to go do a tour of Hollow Earth.
You feel like going for a ride?
Thought you'd never ask.
Anytime I think you watch an Adam Wingard film, you get to see something you've never seen before. I think with this one especially, he's really got to put his psychedelic stamp on it. Just the color scheme alone is absolutely mind-blowing.
My goal was, can you bring that color palette and that level of stylization and make it feel grounded and real? Can we make 400-foot tall crystal pyramids believable? There's all these different environments. No two parts of Hollow Earth look the same.
Feels like we're forging new ground and going into a really interesting look.
Adam wanted Hollow Earth to have bright and dark. And I think his thought process and theme was good versus evil, where our iwi are in the bright, in the jungle, and the Scar King is in the dark, in the volcano.
There's literally a point where Hollow Earth goes from beautiful landscape to foreboding Scar King territory.
For that one, we went a little bit more like volcanic rocks. A lot of inspiration from Iceland with lava flow and crazy river and bridges.
There's this bone bridge we use to try to show that Kong literally goes onto the other side of the tracks. He's going on the point of no return. We were able to dream up all these environments and characters and settings and bring in the best artists in the world.
And it's really a fantastic team effort.
Shooting in remote, wild places really contributes something unique to this film.
We shot for a week in a place called the Daintree Rainforest, which is the oldest rainforest in the world. There were crocodiles and cassowaries and certainly all kinds of snakes and spiders and everything else. But it was like we were in Hollow Earth.
Going to places like that as a unit, I think we feel like we're going on a bit of an adventure each time we venture out there.
Oh, we're gonna check this out.
Yeah. Okay, let's go.
Tom Hammock, the production designer, is just fantastic. His attention to detail is extraordinary.
I'm just still in awe all the time when I step on set and the giant set that we've built. It's full of these crazy colors.
Oh my God. It's incredible.
We always envision Hollow Earth as sort of history turned inside out. Everything started within the Earth and then worked its way outwards. By going into Hollow Earth, we're almost literally going into the past.
Routes to the surface. These could lead all over the Earth.
My thought is that probably in every single major old temple or ruin, there's some sort of access point that the iwis came up through.
Hollow Earth is such a beautiful space because it doesn't obey any of the rules that we have on the surface of the Earth. And gravity works in a different way there.
The iwi technology harnessed nature in a smarter way than we have.
This liquid metal becomes an engineering mechanism, forcing the two electromagnetic pyramids together.
The scope in terms of Adam's vision for it, to see the images that he had in mind, is pretty exciting.
In Hollow Earth, anything's possible. We want to show you things you've never seen, but we want to make you believe it.
There's so much of Hollow Earth to explore. We've only scratched the surface of what's down there.
With the chemical reaction, this liquid metal becomes an engineering mechanism, forcing the two electromagnetic pyramids together, causing an anti-gravity shockwave, but only for a few minutes. After that, everything that is up will come crashing down.
The first thing that I thought of when it was coming up with set pieces with this movie, we got to have an anti-gravity battle. Like, I wanted to have the monsters fighting in an anti-gravity environment.
Yes! Yes! She's protecting the portals!
The zero-gravity battle in the film was actually the first thing that Adam pitched to us when he had this idea to set more of the film in Hollow Earth. To spend more time specifically in Kong's POV and the journey of the film. In Godzilla vs. Kong, we established that gravity doesn't quite function the way it does for us on the surface within Hollow Earth.
That's an opportunity to get Godzilla to do some Showa-era crazy stuff. And for Kong to do some wild things that you've never seen before.
I'm so excited about that sequence. I mean, it's what you want to see as a fan, right? Titans fighting in a way that you've never seen them fight before. They're fighting upside down. What's up is down.
No, the engine's out! The gravity surge must have taken out the power battery thing!
I have to say that in this movie we had a lot of challenging sequences. The zero gravity battle was probably one of the most complex because there's so much going on.
Really, the visual development of the film pushed towards this one amazing sequence. As a visual reference for this sequence, we spent a lot of time looking at this giant crystal cavern that was discovered in an incredibly deep mine in Mexico.
It's such a challenge to try to find new ways for monsters to fight that you haven't seen before. The zero gravity gave us sort of license to really bring out a grounded version of the absurdity of the Showa films where Godzilla can fly through the air and drop kick and stuff.
When I first read the script, you read this paragraph where maybe in 3 lines they describe gravity disappear and there are titans fighting zero gravity, and go and figure that out. But you have to cover like 9 minutes of movie. The scene starts that we are in the Pyramid Square in the Malenka village, where trappers come with the heave and save Dr. Andrew, Bernie, the Iwi Queen.
Your carriage awaits! I'm gonna kiss you on the mouth!
They take him off, but at the same time the zero-G fight starts.
Single instant, all the Titans are floating. They're pushing off the walls, pushing off boulders.
We get to see Kong and Godzilla and Tsuko and Shimo and Scar King figure out how to combat each other in a totally weightless environment.
Almost even better than the action themselves is the expectation of the action, and the lead up to it and the build. The moment of them charging into battle together and the Scar King, Shimo, Godzilla, and Kong all leaping to each other in slow motion. You get the close-up of all the monsters roaring. That's the goal of this movie.
We have Scar King, we have Godzilla, Shimo, Kong, Tsuko fighting where like everything is going out of control. The zero gravity battle is like, I would say 95% fully CG. It was an intense sequence. It was fun to work with, but it was complex.
It turned out to be a really show-stopping sequence, especially on a big screen.
Through being able to utilize the zero gravity, it allowed us to be able to do things that you would not normally be able to do. At the end of the day, we're here to cut loose and have a lot of fun.